Cousin, so beautiful.
Only 8 days old, and it seems like he's always been here.
Is that how it feels to be a mother?
Well, I guess so. I'm still new at it.
Deborah?
Yes, Mary?
Are you happy?
What a silly question. I have a husband and a fine son. Isn't that what every good Jewish girl wants?
I guess so, but do you love him?
You're such a dreamer, Mary. What does love have to do with getting married? Marriage is a practical matter.
Oh, no, Deborah. It's a matter of God's will. I just know that there is one man God has chosen for me, someone whose heart is like my own.
I suppose you have the man in mind.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. I just know that God will take care of it.
Well, first, God will have to convince your parents that it's time to let you marry.
I have a feeling it will happen soon. Who knows, maybe even today. Today it seems that anything can happen.
Well, as Mother says, when a child is born, hope is born.
Oh, that seems like an awful load to place on such a small child. All the hopes and dreams of his ancestors.
Well, maybe, but that's what parents do. Would you like to carry him?
Oh, could I?
There, look at you. Well, whoever you marry, you'll make a wonderful mother someday.
Do you think so? What do you think, little man?
It's the sound of brand new life that's just been breathed.
It's music to our ears, each little cry we hear,
and hope rings in the words and melody. That's the song that's sung today in Galilee. There's a new hope being born today in Nazareth, as we wonder what this little child will be. Of a race,
that tiny scrunchy face,
could someday be the one to set us free.
with God and Abraham, that he would make of us a mighty race.
But stubborn and afraid, our fathers disobeyed, and God in anger turned away his face.
Isaiah prophesied that there would be a child, a mighty king to rule on David's throne.
And could this be the one we say with every son, Messiah who will give us back our home?
There's a new song singing out today in Nazareth. You can hear it on the wind in every breeze, the faith in every voice.
The reason we rejoice,
Today might be the day we long to see. That's the song that's sung today in Galilee.
Ruth, a grandmother at your age, God has blessed you.
Oh, yes. And when will the home of my brother be filled with the sounds of grandchildren?
Well, not until Aunt Hannah is willing to offer Mary's hand in marriage.
And when will that be, Joachim? Does Hannah make these decisions, or do you?
As a matter of fact, a certain wealthy businessman has approached us in the synagogue regarding a match for his oldest son, and we've decided it's time Mary is betrothed.
We did? We did.
Who? Reb Levi's boy?
Oh, we're not saying. Perhaps others would be interested to know Mary is available.
Well, perhaps Mary would be interested to know.
We're going to tell her this morning.
We are? Well, of course we are.
Every girl has dreamed that she will be the one.
and every mother's word is, could it be my son?
It's a song of joy we sing today in Nazareth, for this son has every possibility of taking David's throne and getting rid of Rome, and things will finally be what they should be. That's the song that's sung today in Galilee. There is hope in every home today in Nazareth, and a faith that brightens every face you see.
For in our hearts we pray that this will be the day Messiah will be born for you and me.
That's the song that's sung today in Galilee.
A fine new baby boy.
A mother's pride and joy.
And many ones we wait and long to see. For hope is born today in
Jacob, Joseph.
Good morning, wife. Good morning, Leah.
Good morning, Mother. Leah.
We were just admiring the baby.
The baby?
Deborah's baby.
Ah, yes, a fine boy.
Well, I was just saying to Leah here how nice it must be for Ruth to have such a lovely daughter-in-law and a new grandson.
How nice. Mother, really?
What is your poor mother supposed to do to convince you to marry and give me a grandson?
Oh, I don't know. Someday. I'm not ready yet. It's not the right time.
Not the right time or not the right girl? You're 21 and past. Don't think that youth will last. The right girl and right time may pass you by. And every day you wait, the time is getting late, that I might see your child before I die.
Mother.
You know your mother's right. It's time to take a wife. You've waited long enough to choose a bride. Just look around, my son. Surely there is one. You've got to make your mind up and decide.
How about Leah?
Oh, Mother. Not Leah.
Why not? She's a nice girl.
Well, she's nice, but she giggles.
What are you waiting for, Joseph? There's really so little time till each girl you see here in Galilee is 20 pounds past her prime. So,
What are you waiting for, Joseph? The waiting's becoming a bore. We try not to doubt, but time's running out. Oh, what are you waiting for?
what are you waiting for,
Joseph, is this such a terrible task? A wedding, a bride, a wife by your side.
Is that really so much to ask?
Oh, we've seen this lot before, Joseph. We know what you have in store.
Please take our advice, choose someone who's nice.
Oh, what are you waiting for? Girl after girl has endeavored her best, patiently waiting, holding her breath. Except for that someone whose name we won't mention, nobody can get your attention.
What are you waiting for, Joseph?
You have other worlds to explore. She is lovely,
It's true.
but she's not for you.
Oh, what are you waiting for?
If you're waiting for Mary, my son, you'd best forget it.
Your mother's right, Joseph. Hannah sets great store by that girl. She's not going to let her go to just anyone.
I heard that Reb Levi is going to speak to Joachim on behalf of his son Cleophas.
Timnah, don't gossip. I also hear they consider Abner, the sandal maker's son, a very good candidate.
Am I such a poor thing in the sight of my own parents? Don't forget, we come from the royal stock of David.
It's just that they set their sights very high.
And on things family of carpenters doesn't have to offer. Choose someone else. It wouldn't be difficult.
Take Leah. I know she giggles, but laughter makes a happy home. Day after day, you are pining away, blindly ignoring the lovely parade
Of girls who are pretty, polite, and well chosen. So why don't you choose one of those now? What are you waiting for, Joseph? What do we all have to do to get you to see the reality of just what is happening to you? Oh, what are you waiting for, Joseph? It's something you cannot ignore.
So why hesitate? Your future's at stake.
Would it be a crime to make up your mind?
It's out of your hands, so make all the plans. We know we're all waiting, anticipating. What are you waiting for?
Good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, Mary.
I'm just on my way to the well.
It's such a nice day for a trip to the well.
Yes, a very nice day, a wonderful day.
A wonderful day. Oh, you must mean the baby. Deborah and Darren must be very proud.
Yes, they are very proud. He's a beautiful baby. Back at the house, showing him off to a crowd. But that's not exactly what I meant. Mother and father have given their consent.
Consent?
Yes, they've agreed it's time for me to be married.
Married.
Yes, isn't it wonderful?
Yes, it's wonderful.
You don't sound very happy for me.
Oh, no, I'm happy for you. It's thinking of me.
Why is it that you never used to be that way. Once you were there every day.
Surely your mother and father have prospects with plans for a future much grander than this. I hear that they're lining up out on your doorstep. So many suitors, I wouldn't be missed.
Oh, but you know that's not true. You know that I do miss you. Maybe you should stop by this evening. Then you will see how mistaken you are.
Are you sure I wouldn't be just interfering? I'm sure there'll be others there, pleading their cause.
Let them come, I don't care. Just tell me that you'll be there.
I'll be there.
Later tonight, then?
I'll be counting the hours.
Since I was a girl, you have been my world, my playmate, my friend. I'd run down the way to your house and we'd play for hours on end. But the years have flown and the friends have grown. Still my heart takes the path it's always known. All I ever wanted was your hand. All I ever longed for, hoped for, or planned. Somewhere inside my heart always knew. All I ever wanted, I found in you.
I spend every day just a few steps away with hammer in hand. I see you walk past, hear your voice, hear your laugh, and forget where I am. Still the years go by, and here am I. Still I'm tending a flame that will not die. All I can imagine is your face. Nothing else in heaven could
it didn't take long for the news to spread that Mary's available.
Hannah must be bursting with pride. So many suitors. Everyone in Nazareth must be here.
Oh, including Joseph.
What, the carpenter? What chance does he have amongst all of these?
Oh, I suspect he's Mary's choice.
That may be, but I doubt that he's
Look at
Hannah.
all these people. The news must have traveled fast as the wind.
Every eligible bachelor is here with his father to offer his hand.
Abner, Micah, even ancient Omar.
Is he still alive?
Outlived 4 wives already.
You don't suppose that Mary could be number 5?
Of course. There goes Reb Levi.
And his son Cleophas.
Dressed to the nines. Good evening, Reb Levi. Guess they think that all their money can purchase them a place at the head of the line.
What could I have thought that I would even have a chance, would have a prayer? Father, can you tell me what to say, and do you think we even dare?
Joseph, don't be foolish. You're as good as any man that's here tonight.
And you're the one she's wanted. That's important, don't you think?
I guess you're right.
You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Who's worried? You know what I always say.
If God ordains it, He will make a way.
Yes, Father, I know. And it will take God himself to get Joachim to choose me over these others.
Don't sell yourself short, son. If I ever saw one, you and Mary are a match made in heaven.
We thank you all for coming. You have blessed us with your presence on this day.
Now go and bless some other house. We've got a big decision yet to make.
Reb Levi, you have made us such an offer, a considerable sum. And we know what an honor it would be to have a very wealthy son.
But it's getting very late, and my head's begun to ache with proposals from so many worthy men. So let us simply say the Sabbath's just a day away, and we'll try to let you know by then.
Making heaven isn't easy. It takes a lot of doing to be done right. Consuming all your skill to figure out God's will, and even then you wonder if you've got a match made in heaven or not.
Just look at you, young Abner, such a fine young man and oh so very tall.
And so very thin it would appear your mother doesn't feed you much at all. Rest assured, dear boy, if you are chosen for our Mary, you'll eat well.
She cooks just like her mother, and her mother is a fine cook.
We can tell.
And dear Omar, you are kind, but not what we had in mind. And although I know your offer is sincere,
When we said we wanted sons, we didn't really mean the ones that you've had for more than 20 years.
Made in heaven isn't easy. It takes a lot of prayer, a lot of foresight. You hope you make a choice because you heard God's voice, but even then you ask yourself along, is it a match made in heaven or not?
We don't have a lot to offer you. We live very humbly, it is true. But Joseph is a good man and he's kind, and he has loved your Mary for a long time.
oh, yes, Jacob, we know. And rest assured, we will take all of this in consideration. Goodbye, my friends. Take care, and thank you for coming.
Made in heaven isn't easy. I'll bet this will be a very
around here.
So take it very slow, for there's one thing you should know. You've got this once in a lifetime shot to have a match made in heaven.
Good night. Now go home. See there, can you believe it? Half of the village was out there tonight.
Hannah, don't brag. Any man that you should decide on is yours from tonight. On your mother is right.
Mother, please, and you too, Father. It's so embarrassing the way you go on.
Don't fight. We should be happy just for tonight. Can't we all get along?
You could have your choice of any man in all of Galilee, you know
The
it.
man I choose is Joseph.
We must think it carefully all through. No ordinary man will do.
I've thought it through and I want Joseph. My love for him is very real, but you don't care how I may feel. You only care about position.
We only want what's best for you.
But when you've done what you must do, I have to live with your decision.
Joseph is a kind and honest man.
But he has nothing but his hands to make a living for our daughter.
He's been my friend for years.
That's true, but when it comes to loving you, he should have more than that to offer.
Have you considered your children? You cannot just think of yourself. You might be happy with nothing, but they might wish for something else. I know what it's like to have little, to wish that you have what you don't. I know you feel caught in the middle, but I won't let this happen. I won't!
But I love him, Father. I love him.
I know you do, child. Your mother and I must have a talk. You go on upstairs. Go on. So, what about this Joseph?
Oh, not you too.
What? Has it been that bad? Living here all these years? The life we've had, has it been so difficult?
Oh, look at you, glowing when she talks about love, knowing all these years I was never enough.
Not enough?
I know about Abigail. Your sisters kindly made sure that I knew I was a poor substitute, picked for you by your mother. Abigail was the one true love of your life, and now you want to spare our daughter the same tragedy.
No, Hannah. I only want to spare our daughter a lifetime of wondering if the one she marries ever cared for her at all.
Going through the motions, getting through the day, guarding your expression, careful what you say, making conversation, making daily bread, make believe you meant what you said, telling him you love him each and every day, because you know that's what you should say, wishing you could feel it, wishing it were true, wondering if he feels it for you. Just go
getting through the years, moments filled with laughter and moments filled with tears, building up a business, building up a home. Every now and then you feel alone. You try to make her happy, try to understand, try to make her think that you're a man, and wishing you could feel it, and wishing it were true, wondering if she feels this way too. Just going through the motions, going through the motions, going through the motions, it's what you do.
Marriage is a duty, isn't that enough? What's this fascination with falling in love?
Our marriage was a contract that our parents prearranged, but little by little, feelings change.
And one day you may wonder,
The next day you are sure that little spark of feeling wasn't there before.
you begin to feel it, wonder if it's true,
Wonder if she feels it for you. Then going through the motions, it's never quite the same. The way she sets a table,
or says your name.
the way we've always done things,
Suddenly is new.
suddenly I'm dreaming of you. We're going through the motions,
But with more emotion.
out of our devotion, it's what we'll do. After years together, here we are, finding love is true.
If they could know it from the start, how could we disapprove?
It's a controversial notion,
Sure to cause commotion.
knowing their devotion, it's what we'll do.
The Lord bless you. 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 Joseph ben Jacob, well known to all assembled here, desires the hand of Mary, daughter of Joachim, who is also of the lineage of David. If there be any here who have just cause to question this union, let him speak now and make his protest known.
Fulfilling the laws of
they be all right, do you think? They have so little to start out with.
They have God's blessing. That's all they really need.
Very well then, do you have a token to signify the covenant that has now been made? May this betrothal be sanctified according to the laws of Moses and of Israel. Amen.
Oh, Mother, this is the happiest day of my life. The only thing that could make it any better would be that today could be my wedding.
Patience, child. In the fall, after the Feast of Tabernacles, believe me, your wedding will be here soon enough. Besides, it will take Joseph at least that long to build a proper house for you. Otherwise, you would have to move in with his family.
Well, that's what you and Papa did.
I know, and a sorry day that was.
Oh, come now. It wasn't as bad as all that. Living in the house with my mother.
You know we had not a moment's peace or privacy until you took me to a house of our own. Oh, Mary, you are useless tonight. You may as well go on upstairs and leave this work to your father and I.
Her father does not do women's work. But tonight, perhaps I'll make an exception.
have been chosen from among women favored. From this day on, every generation will bless you as the mother of their Savior. You will conceive and give birth to a son, the Son of God's right hand, and he will reign forever. For his kingdom will never end. His kingdom will never end. The Lord bless you and protect you, always keep you in his care, make his face to shine upon you, give you peace, and be gracious unto you.
How can this be? Shall a child be conceived when no man has ever known me?
God will bless you, his spirit will possess you, the child who is born will be holy. For behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name
Emmanuel, God with us.
With God it shall be done. With God all shall be done.
Behold, I am yours, the handmaiden of the Lord, by your Spirit, blessed.
The Lord bless you and protect you, always keep you in his make his face to shine upon you, give you peace, and be gracious unto you. God be gracious unto
Oh, husband! Joachim,
Hannah, what is it? Are you ill?
No, it's Mary. She is with child.
With child? Whose child? Joseph.
No, not Joseph. That I could understand.
Then who?
I could not believe my ears. She says it is the child of God.
Child of God.
We must make her tell the truth, show her there's forgiveness. She and Joseph may be through, but she cannot live this. She must stop this blasphemy. God will not allow it. Can you tell her
this
mercy?
be
She must disavow it.
What if what she says is really true?
Oh, I expected that from you. The truth is something you can't face.
What about
prophecy, behold, a virgin will conceive.
This is not a miracle. It's a disgrace.
Which child? Whose child?
Joseph, try to understand.
Tell me, who?
I was praying all alone when I heard him speaking, the voice that I have always known somewhere in my dreaming, telling me a wondrous thing I could not imagine. God would bear his son through me, he would make it happen. For behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name Emmanuel, God with us. I have always felt it somewhere in my heart, his voice calling inside me to comfort me, to guide me. I have heard it whisper softly in the night, my heart longing to hear him, to know him and be near him. Tell me you've heard it too. Tell me he speaks to you. Don't turn your heart away. Tell me that you will stay.
All I've ever wanted is gone for good. Who could have believed that or dreamed that it would?
All I ever wanted,
She had Joseph's baby through, but she cannot live this. She must have this blasphemy. God will not allow it. Can you tell her, make her see? She must disavow it. All I ever promise, she must. We must all the time. Must just
All I've ever wanted.
tell me you still want it. All I ever wanted was
Balthazar! Caspar! Come quickly! Quickly, I say! Balthazar!
What is it, Melchior?
It's back again tonight!
What's back again tonight?
The star!
The star?
The star, look! There! In the eastern sky, bright as a candle. Only it wasn't there the night before last.
It wasn't there.
It wasn't there!
You're certain.
I'm certain!
A new star.
A new star! But what does it mean?
Something of great importance, no doubt.
Oh, no doubt!
A miracle of heavenly magnitude, most certainly.
Most certainly.
Caspar, be good enough to tell us what it means. Caspar?
Caspar!
Caspar!
I'm coming. See, here I am. I'm here already. What is it? What is it?
What is it? Why, it's the new star.
A new star?
Only 2 days old.
Can't you see it? There in the eastern sky, bright as a candle.
Yeah, see, it's there, but like Balthazar said, only I saw it first, didn't I, Balthazar?
Well, I suppose, if one wished to be completely accurate. But it was I who determined that the new star must be a sign, an omen of something marvelous, something momentous, something...
Distant?
No, Catspaw, I was searching for a more colorful adjective. Distant isn't really what I... Distant, you say?
Yes, distant. Far away?
I know what it means. Are you saying the star leads somewhere far from here?
The star leads somewhere? Let me see.
Of course. You know what this means.
Well, we were just trying to determine that.
Another journey, another road, another trip, another thrilling episode.
Another mystery, another storm.
A new adventure that is sure to take us far.
What will we see there we haven't seen?
Some ancient ruin or the palace of a king.
A great discovery, a wondrous sign.
The greatest mystery in the history of all time.
Another backache, a pounding head. Another day, another town, another bed.
Another challenge, another quest.
An expedition we expect to be our best.
Studying a star, we've traveled near and far. Just think of all the places we have been.
Oh, but there have been a few I wouldn't want to do again.
It could be far.
It could be long.
It could be fun.
You could be wrong.
It may get rough, it may get old. We might get lost or catch a cold. We will get tired, we will get mad, but when we get there, we'll be glad. For we are following a star,
And we don't care how far.
how far?
How far?
Far. Well, let's see. There will be a minimum of 5 weeks hard travel on camel, crossing 4 borders, 2 friendly, 1 and 1 definitely hostile. There will be 2 significant rivers to ford, separated by a small range of mountains, and then, of course, there's the desert.
Then you know where the star leads us,
The
Catspaw.
desert?
I believe so.
Then tell us so that we may follow it.
I don't really care for the desert.
Well, according to my calculations, it will take us to Judea,
Judea,
The desert?
the land of Solomon.
the kingdom of David.
Pardon me, but didn't the Jews wander in the desert for 40 years?
To the city of Bethlehem.
The city of David.
I mean, really, how could anybody stay lost in the desert for 40 years?
To the desert.
To Bethlehem. To the star.
Another jacket, another trek. It could be dangerous and dank, but
What the heck?
pack up the camels, so off we go. Another journey down another winding road. Another journey, another jaunt. It's what we look for, what we live for, what we want. We love adventure, so here we are. Another journey to another star. Another journey to another star.
Well, are you sure, Joseph, about Mary's condition?
She told me herself. Otherwise, I never would have believed it. And it's been 3 months now, I'm sure of it. It's the only thing I'm sure of.
Joseph, you mustn't upset your father. He's very weak, and I'm not sure he'll be with us for long.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mother. Here I am thinking only of myself.
Well, I wish I could help you, Joseph. I wish I could tell you what to do.
Joseph? What is your understanding with Yoka?
Father,
A man who has been betrayed. can set the woman aside. A bill of repudiation.
Expose Mary's shame to all of Nazareth?
You have just cause.
The law is very clear about such things. If a woman in time of betrothal sins with another man, they are both to be taken outside the city walls and stoned.
Stoned? But she swears there's no other man.
A miracle then? Who's to say God couldn't do it? We have the prophecies.
You sound like Mary now.
Oh, you know what I always say. If God ordained oh, wife, don't fuss. I must talk to my son.
See that he rests.
Joseph?
Father.
You must listen to God. He will tell you what to do. You must pray.
How can I begin to find the words, to have a thought, to say a prayer? Father, you must tell me what to say, to help me see that God is there. Father, can this really be from God, something ordained by his own hand? God, I want to trust you how I do, but this is hard to understand.
Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid of this, for Mary is the one God has chosen. In God's perfect will, all will be fulfilled, just as the prophets had foretold it. For behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and you will call his name
Emmanuel, God with us.
With God it shall be done. With God all shall be done.
If God has ordained it, he will make it come to pass. I understand it now. Father, I understand it. Father. Oh, Father. All my life, you were there with a word, with prayer, so sincere, so assured. God was true. Now I need faith like yours to believe, to be sure. Need to know, need to see what to do. Are you there at God's side, in his arms, in his light? Can you hear? Are you there? Think of me. wondering how to go on. So if you know the way, show me now, make it plain, then I'll know you're still there, think of me. Say a prayer. Father, now I know that God has spoken. I must trust him and obey. If this has been ordained by God's own hand, I know that he will make a way. Here I stand on my own, still afraid, but not alone. Though I doubt, though I fear, I must dare. I must hope, I must try, I must dream, or I will die. Say you hear, say you're there, think of me. Say a prayer. Say a prayer. Say a
Hear you one, hear you all. His Divine Excellence, Caesar Augustus, does now proclaim an official census of the Roman Empire. Every male citizen of the province of Judea must hereby report to the city of birth to register his household.
It's more taxes or I'm the queen of Syria.
You will do as you're told, or you will rot in a Roman jail.
Joseph, please don't do this. She should stay. The journey's much too far away. Don't take her with you, please. I beg you. Please. You could lose your child or lose your life. Why don't you tell them that I'm right? We're only trying to protect you. I must go. Don't you know it's meant to be? Tell me why. Mother Trifle wants to see. It's not enough. Every man in Judea must bow to the great Caesar's pride. Must he require the obedience of even a small unborn child?
Mary must go where God leads her, for whether he knows it or not, even the almighty Caesar is doing the bidding of God.
She's right, Hannah. They both must go to Bethlehem.
How I hate to leave you all alone without a husband or a son.
You must not worry,
my son. The God of our fathers goes with you. The God of your father. Remember that he's your God too, Joseph.
Oh, God, get them to Bethlehem safely.
Bethlehem? What was it the prophet said?
But ye, O Bethlehem, though you are little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of you will come forth a ruler over Israel. Therefore, Israel will be abandoned until such time
that she who is in labor gives birth. Oh, Mary!
Traveler, would you be so kind as to tell us what city lies beyond those hills, beneath that brilliant star?
That would be Bethlehem.
Bethlehem? Just as I predicted.
You're going to Bethlehem?
Indeed we are, to the city of David.
The city of David and all his kin. I hear it's as crowded as a grain sack bursting at the seams. Surely you're not here for Caesar's census, aren't you?
We seek a new king.
The King of Kings.
I trust this king has relatives in Bethlehem. Not even King David could find a bed in that city tonight.
Just on the edge of the city. If all goes well, we'll sleep in Bethlehem tonight.
I hope we'll be there soon. The baby.
I'll get you there, Mary, and I won't let my son be born by the side of the road.
Joseph.
What is it?
You said your son.
I know.
Well, it's true. He is your son. God chose you to be his father.
Well, I'd better find him a place to be born then, hadn't I?
But Joseph, all these people, will there be any room?
Well, don't worry, Mary. If God has ordained it, he'll make a way.
You sound like your father now. I miss him. Such a dreamer.
Just like you. Are you sorry you didn't get a dreamer for a husband? Just a practical man?
A dreamer needs a practical man to make her dreams come true. Joseph, whatever God has ordained for me, I could never face it without you. All I ever wanted was to be yours. All I ever longed for, I have and much more. In all my daydreams, you were there too. Oh, Joseph.
Get up. Move. Don't crowd. Get in line. Move.
Why should we stand obediently in line just to get half of all we owe to the Roman pigs?
What's wrong with that woman?
She's in labor.
In labor? Move! These people go to the front of the line. Get out of the way.
A room tonight, you must have lost your mind. We haven't had an empty bed for weeks.
But surely you must know some place that we can go. The baby will be born at any time.
There's nothing left, I say.
You can't turn them away.
I can do what I wish. Now get in line.
But look at her. Just look at her. At least let me take them to the stable, away from the crowd and the noise.
Please, anything.
All right, you can take them to the stable. But the rest of you, you're out of luck. There's just no more room.
You better go in now. She shouldn't be left alone.
Did you hear that?
Of course I heard. Such a young girl, such great pain.
No, it's a distant sound.
I hear nothing but your child about to be born.
My son?
Spoken like a man, always so certain it will be a boy.
No, but it is a boy. An angel told us.
Are there angels here now? Go on. I must return to the inn, so it's up to you to get her through this.
Oh, but I don't know anything about...
Go. Go. Now I'm hearing things.
Gloria in excelsis
Is this it?
This can't possibly be the place.
But it has to be. I've made no mistake in my calculations.
But here, my friend, surely this is no fit place for a king.
Look, the star, it no longer moves. This has to be the place.
And this has to be the child.
Who are you? Where do you come from?
We are merely humble philosophers and physicians who are fortunate to have foreseen this glorious event predicted in the heavens.
We've studied the stars and read the ancient scriptures and prophecies. We've traveled for years.
Through rivers and over mountains across a blistering desert to here to where the star stands over this very doorway.
It has become our sole purpose to see him, this child of yours, if only for a few moments.
We believe that his birth will change all history.
At first, I could not believe that the star had led us here, such a lowly place for a king. It made no sense at all.
Born not in glory, but in humility, as the prophet Isaiah said.
Yes.
He is to be the king of Israel, the suffering servant that will take away the sins of the world.
Yes.
But what is his name?
His name is Jesus.
Which means the Lord saves.
We have come to worship this new king.
And to offer these simple gifts to the child, the hope of the ages.
Use these to lighten your load. It is a heavy burden you have elected to carry.
And a long journey ahead that you must make.
Oh, we'll be going home soon.
No, my child, you cannot return home to Galilee.
There are those who would not come to worship, but to destroy a rival king.
Do you mean
King Herod?
A madman.
His spies have been following us ever since the borders of Judea.
We've already made plans to return home another way.
What if his spies followed us here to find the child?
We must leave immediately.
Most certainly.
King Herod will seek out the child to kill him. You must also leave the country quickly and quietly, perhaps to Egypt.
Yes, to Egypt, outside of the group of Herod and his soldiers.
Of course, to Egypt.
Egypt.
the land of our people's exile?
I'm afraid, Joseph. I want to go home to Galilee.
I know. But Jesus must be our only concern. No doubt these men were right about Herod.
Joseph, Egypt, it's such a foreign place.
So that's what the ancient scriptures meant. Out of Egypt I have called my son. Mary, we must go to Egypt. That's what God would have us do.
But how
If God has ordained it, he will... Oh, Mary.
What?
I was just thinking how much my father would have loved to see this. He was so sure the Messiah would come soon. Think of it, Mary. Generations of our people have longed for the day he would come, waiting and wondering, where is God?
And he is here.